global compost project focuses on a natural and simple way to reverse rising carbon levels. It does this by using compost as a tool to recapture more carbon out of the air and put it back into the earth through photosynthesis. The natural way that the earth balances its carbon levels is through the process called photosynthesis. During this, plants absorb water and carbon dioxide and using the sun's light energy convert it into glucose and oxygen, releasing this oxygen back into the atmosphere. Carbon-based molecules are the building blocks of all organic matter. On Earth, there is a finite amount of carbon, and it cycles. In the air, carbon is in the form of carbon dioxide, naturally acting with other greenhouse gases to trap heat in the atmosphere and regulate our climate. Water absorbs carbon dioxide from the air through a process called carbonation. This makes the oceans more acidic and less hospitable for sea life. Carbon is even inside of us. 18% of the human body is made up of carbon. Carbon contained in the soil creates a rich source of minerals for enhanced plant growth, as well as increasing the soil's water holding capacity. The elements with the highest carbon content are found deep in the earth. They are coal, which is 80% carbon, and diamonds, which are 100% carbon. The high carbon content in coal generates energy when it is burned. Coal-fired power plants are the single biggest source of man-made CO2 emissions. The USA alone generates 1.7 billion tonnes of CO2 per year. The billions of tonnes of CO2 that humans emit comes with consequence. For life on Earth, the optimum measure of CO2 in the atmosphere is 280 parts per million. But in 2014, we have reached 400 parts per million. This is resulting in global warming, natural depletion, and ocean acidification. Luckily, Mother Nature gave us the tools we need to clean up our mess. There are three main ways in which composting reduces emissions. The first is the diversion of the organic waste from landfills, where it would otherwise be left to decompose and release the greenhouse gas of methane. Secondly is through the direct increase in soil organic carbon content as a result of adding a carbon source from the compost. And thirdly is the indirect increase in soil organic carbon through enhanced plant growth, boosting of photosynthesis, and the improved water holding capacity in the soil. Grasslands have huge potential for CO2 intake. They are widespread, fast-growing and resilient to drought, but most importantly have long vertical roots that can reach 30 feet below the ground, drawing carbon back deep into the earth. Our studies have shown that applying only a 1 centimetre layer of compost to grazed grasslands can pull 1.5 tonnes of carbon back into the soil per acre. Organic waste is naturally crawling with bacteria, fungi, worms, and other microorganisms. Over time, these break down the organic waste, leaving only nutrient-rich compost. To contribute to this cycle, use your green bin. Put in it anything that was ever alive: food scraps, meat, plants, papers, brown waste, yard waste, then let it sit and leave it to the microbes. The number one rule with the green bin is do not contaminate. This could be with metals, plastics, or any other inorganic materials. If these are wrongly put in the green bin, the whole pile must be sent to landfill, wasting all that precious green waste. Grasslands cover 30% of the USA and a massive 40% of all land on Earth. If we can generate enough compost to cover these vast areas, not only will the soil qualities and plant health improve, but billions more tonnes of CO2 will be reabsorbed into the soil. This will not only slow global warming, but actually reverse it.